and welcome. I'm Ray Upchurch, and you're watching the Trey Hart channel. Today we're going to do a cardiac exercise. Now first off, before starting this exercise, make sure you have been approved by your doctor that you can do this. Now this exercise is a moderate to a hard exercise, so it is suitable for patients that have heart failure but have already been in a hospital rehabilitation and have been approved to do rehabilitation at home. So what type of things are we going to need today? Today we're going to need a stepper, we're going to need a chair, preferably a chair that has arms on it. We're also going to need some light weights. If you don't have light weights, then some small water bottles will do. And you're also going to need a wall that is clear, that doesn't have anything on it, because we're going to be using all of these things today. So, and the chair that you use today, if it has the side arms on it, that's better than the chair that I'm using. So, for yourself, so that would be what you'd want to use. So, well, that's it, and let's get started. Okay, we're going to start off with slow steps. We're just going to raise our legs, and as we raise our legs, we're going to go opposite arms. Now as we go through, you don't have to keep up with the music. You'll notice that I'm not going to keep up with the pace of this music. And as well as if you're having a hard time keeping up with me, it's okay to slow down. Do it to your own pace. If you find the weights are getting heavy in your hands, just set those down. All right. And remember, if you don't have weights available, just use water bottles, the small water bottles, or use a can of soup. It's okay, as long as they're both the same size. Okay, now we're going to sit in stands, so put down your weights. And to sit straight in our chair, if you have arms, use your arms, okay? So just go up and down. Try to keep your back straight. I have this feeling there's a cat somewhere behind me. Oh, there he is. Don't you love it when cats want to be in the video? So remember, if you have your arms, just use your arms to push yourself up. If you don't, it's okay. you need to take a rest, take a rest. The advantage of having a chair. Okay, so now we're going to do side step with curls. So we're going to pick back up our weights. Just move, just a single step. And then as we move, just go up and down. So you need to take a few deep breaths. If you find yourself getting too breathless, stop, sit down. And don't forget to blow out your breaths. Okay. This is a good way to work out your biceps. The more muscles you have toned, the easier it is for your heart. All right, so now we're going to step ups. So gently put your weights down. We're going to use the stepper that's in front of us and just step up. Now I'm going up with my left and down with my right. So if you're following me on the camera, on the TV even, it's going to be up with your right and down with your left. But either which way, it doesn't matter. There's no real right way or wrong way. All right, switch legs. Now, if you don't have a stepper, which is fine, you don't have to have a stepper for this. Just take a step forward and back. Forward and back. Basically, don't go out and buy a stepper just for this video. You know, if you don't have it, it's okay. All right, swap legs again. So after the last video, what goals did you set? How many times are you going to exercise a week? Now this is quite a long exercise today that we're doing. So if you find you can't do it, go back to the very first one that Debbie was kind enough to do for me. Go back to that one. It's shorter. And when you feel more able, then come back to this one. Okay. Swap again. It'll be a short swap. Okay. Now we're going to go to high knee raises. So just straight in front of you. It'll be your left leg and then your right. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in a little bit of torso twist, add in a little bit of my abdomen. I'm going to reach over and touch my legs. So if you can't do this, or if any of the exercises that I'm doing today hurt at all, then it's fine. Just go back and walk in place if you can. Alright, so how are you doing? Now be sure and keep a little bit of water nearby. So if you need some water, or if you're using the waters as the weights, you know, just take some water out of those. Make your weights just a little bit lighter. If you need to get some water, you know, just stop this video, get some water, and come back. And if you can't, if your arms are getting tired going back and forth, this leg's arming up. Alright. Now we're moving to chest presses. And this is where the wall comes in. So just arms against the wall, straight up. And you're just going to go in towards the wall. Now this exercise is very good. It's very easy because it works the front of your chest just a little bit. Also works the back of your triceps just a little bit. And even though you don't notice it, it works just a little bit of your biceps. So we're not in a race. So if you can do the ones that I'm doing, that's fine. If not, then just do what you can. If you find this is too easy, then move your legs out just a little bit more. And if it's too hard for you, just go back up straight. Now one of the things you want to make sure is that your hands are actually clean before you start using your walls. Don't want to get your walls dirty. You know, got to keep the wipe on the good side. All right.
Join me next time.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to our march with our arm raises. So if you still feel like you can do, pick up your weights. If you don't feel like you can, that's okay. And remember, opposite arm. And depending on the weight you have, whether it's a bottle of water, just hold your arms accordingly. And if you can't keep up with this pace, that's okay. Alright, so how are you doing? You need to stop and get some water? Need to stop, sit down, that's fine. It's like I said, it's not a race. So if you need to, I forgot which foot I was on there. But if you need to, just sit down a little bit. If you can't keep up with this pace, it's okay. If you can't do the arm raises, just keep your arms down to the side and step. Okay. Now we're going to sit and stand. So back straight and up. So how are we doing? All right. Here we go. Don't forget to push off on your arms if you have them. So, if you're like me, you don't have arms, you can hands on your knees, just a little bit of push. It's not as good as having arms, but it works. Now we're going to do side steps with curls, so get your weights. Just going to do gentle. All right. And remember, it's like I said, if you need to stop and take a break, that's fine. You don't have to keep up with me. So after I side step with curls, we're going to do some more exercises. Sorry, I'm talking to my camera person. Now we're going to step ups. So just gently lay your weights down and step on. Okay. For you it should be left leg up and right leg down. And don't forget to get a firm thing on it, and if you don't have a stepper, just step one forward. The main thing is just to keep moving. That'll help your heart keep going, and it'll give you a little bit of a boost to your heart. That is what I'm trying to say. So switch legs. So up with your right, up with your right, and then down with your left. All right, switch again. So like I said, you don't have to keep up with this beat. You notice that I'm not. I just have it as background music. They say background music helps motivate you. If you want to get out and exercise, just put on some of your favorite music. Do so. Don't forget to exercise. If you're going out for a walk, do it first thing in the morning or just as dusk is coming at night, so that it's not too hot. I'm in Texas, and right now if you was to go out in the middle of the day, it'd be about 109 degrees, and that's too hot to walk in. Okay, now we're going to do our high knee raises. So let's just start. Just as high as you can. It doesn't have to be too high. You can see that I'm about at a 45-degree angle. I'm going to incorporate our midsection, our abdomen, do a little bit of a twist. So one of the things you could do after you watch this video, let me know what you think. You know, was it too hard? Was it too easy? If you don't have heart failure, the too easy might be the case. But if you do have heart failure and it's too easy, that's definitely a good thing. One of the things that I encourage people to do, is get together with groups. The more people that are doing things together, the more encouragement you have. Family, friends. Okay, I'm going to start slowing down on these. What we've done, we've rung the heart rate up a little bit. Now, as like I said, if you found that any of these things too hard, you should, definitely slow down. And we're going to go back to using the wall and doing chest presses. So just straight up and down, and just go towards the wall. Now I know you're probably thinking, well, what is this? This is a very easy exercise, and yes it is compared to doing regular push-ups. But it's like I said, just this little bit of exercise will, you know, it exercises several muscles at one time. So we're doing our biceps, our triceps, our pectoral, our front pectoral muscles. So it's amazing what a little bit of exercise can do. Now, one of the things that people say, well, why should I exercise? Why should I do these things? The truth is the more we keep our muscles in a shape, the easier it is for our heart to work. And after we reach the age of 30, really our muscle mass starts to go down. And you know, I read somewhere that for every pound of muscle we lose, we gain about a pound of extra fat. You know, so we want to keep our muscle up. Muscle helps burn and helps keep the weight off even when we're sleeping. So now we're coming up to our really slow cool down. All right. So these we're going to just start marching on the spot, and these are just very gentle marches. Okay. We don't have to raise our legs up too high. We're wanting to cool down. We're wanting our body, our heart to slow down. We're not overdoing it. We're wanting to make sure that, as I taught you in one of the videos, that we're not overdoing it one day and then the next day we won't have enough energy to do things. So if this was too hard for you today, go back to the other video that my wife had done for me. So each of these are 1 minute long. Okay, so we're going to do what we call heel digs. So just a gentle stretching the leg forward. We're just digging our heels in. We're giving a little stretch to the back. Now this is a very gentle stretch. So after the heel digs, we're going to go back to marching on the spot again, if I recall correctly. Oh. So, all right. So, I think we should be marching on the spot by now. Like I said, these are just gentle marches. Don't have to raise your legs too high. Just take a deep breath in and blow it out. Can just arms to your side a little bit. If you can raise them over your head, that's fine. Just to stretch up a little bit. Stretch out your arms. And then to your side again. And then down. Now remember any of these things. If you can't do them, or if it hurts to do, then don't. Okay, we're going to use our wall again. And what we're going to do is we're going to stretch one of our calves. So right now this is my left leg. My right leg is forward. Now my knee's not going to be over my toes. I'm using the wall to stabilize me. And I'm just stretching the back of my leg. And then I'm going to swap. And the same. Try to keep this one straight, a little bit straight, so that we can get a good stretch. Our knees aren't over our toes. If you don't need the wall, that's fine. The wall is a good way to keep us from falling down, that's for sure. Swap again. Okay. Now we're going to go back to our heel digs. Like I said, my cat wants to be in a video too. Just a gentle stretch forward. If you need to use a wall or a chair to stabilize yourself, do so. All right, now we're going to sit down on our chair and we're going to stretch to the side. So what we're going to do is we're just going to reach over with our arm and just to one side. We're going to hold this about 30 seconds. So 29, 28, 27, 26, 25, okay. So, sorry, I'm meant to be over like this. Stretch in here. Okay, I don't know where I am at in my seconds, but I'm going to go over. Okay. So we should nearly be there. Okay. And that is it. All right, this is Rehab Church. You know, hopefully you enjoyed that video. Thank you very much for joining me today. If you have any suggestions or anything that I can work on and improve. Sorry, some of my exercises I actually got just a little bit wrong, but it's all right. There's no right way or wrong way. Just however you can do it, and plus if you can't do some of the exercises the way I did them, that's great. So join me again. Next time we're talking about some of the ways that we can deal with our heart failure, but hopefully you enjoyed this. See you again.